Okay, so today is your Unit 9 review. So, first question says, Miss Tiffy's garden is shaped like a trapezoid. The dimensions of the garden are shown in the diagram. What is the area of the playground in square feet? So, you can go pull your star chart and find the formula for a trapezoid, which is A is equal to base 1 plus base 2 times the height divided by 2. So the bases of this trapezoid will be 20 and 30 because they're parallel to each other. So you're going to plug those in. So you're going to do 20 plus 30 times the height, which is 12. The reason why I know it's 12, it's not 13, is because this dotted line is perpendicular to the bases. So that 13 you won't actually use and divide by 2. So you're going to do 20 plus 30, which is 50, times 12, and then divide by 2. 50 times 12 is 600, divide by 2 is 300. So this is 300 centimeters squared. All right, number 2. Number 2 says Luke's blanket is in the shape of a triangle. Find the area of the triangle. So on your star chart, your formula for a triangle is A is equal to base times height divided by 2. Well, there's a couple numbers here that you don't need. You actually don't need these tens. You need the base and the height have to be perpendicular to be used. So the base is 12 and the height is 15, and you divide by 2. So you're going to do 12 times 15, which is 180, and then divide by 2, which is 90. So this will be 90 because there's no units. All right. Next one is Luke's toy box is in the shape of a rectangular prism. So find the volume. So the volume formula is V is equal to big B times H. So big B is going to be the area of the base. So this is a base. So we're going to do base times height. So the base is 3 and the height is 3. So it'd be 9. So big B is 9, and then the height of the prism is 4. So that'd be 36 centimeters cubed because it's volume. All right, next one. Mrs. Russell made her math class cookies shaped like triangles. Find the area of the triangular cookies. So the base is 5 and 1/8, and then 15 and 1/8, and then the height is 6.5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this to a decimal. So I'm going to change 1/8 to a decimal by dividing 8 into 1. Whoops. So 1/8 is 0.125. So 15 and 1/8 will be 15.125. So now we're going to do the formula. So A is equal to base times height divided by 2. So the base will be 15.125, and then the height will be 6.5 divided by 2. So we're going to do 15.125 times 6.5. You have to put your placeholder. Add them up. Now add up to over here. So 5, 2, 11, carry the 1, 13, 8, 9. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4 decimal places. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So you get 98.3125 divided by 2. Okay, I'm going to erase some of this so I can have some room. So then I'm going to divide 2 into 98. So 2 goes into 9, 4. Oops. I was going ahead of myself. Decimal comes up. 3 comes down. 5, 10. That'd be 6, because that'd be a 12. And then that'd be 2, 5. So you get 49.15625. And tomorrow on the test, it would be much nicer numbers. All right, number 5. Miss Morrison bought 3.5 gallons of sweet tea and 4.75 pints of unsweet tea for the teachers. How many fluid ounces of tea did Miss Morrison buy? So we want to change all this to fluid ounces. So I'm going to change this to fluid ounces and this to fluid ounces and add it together. So this right here is found on your star chart. So use your star chart to help convert. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out how many fluid ounces are in gallons. So if 1 cup is 8 fluid ounces, and then in 1 pint, there's 2 cups. So what I'm going to do 2 times 8, which is 16 fluid ounces. Okay. So 1 pint is 16 fluid ounces. Now we're going to do 1 quart. So 1 quart is 2 pints. So if 1 pint is 16 ounces, 2 pints will be 32 ounces. Okay. And then 1 gallon is 4 quarts. So you're going to do 32 times 4, which is 168. So there is 1 gallon has 168 ounces. So she has 3.5 gallons. So what you're going to do is you're going to do 168 times 3.5 to figure out the total number of ounces. And you get 588 ounces. So that's this one. So that one's done. So now we're going to do pints. Well, 1 pint is 16 ounces. So we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to do 4.75 times 16 instead. And move my decimal twice. So it's 77. So we're going to do 588 plus 77. And you get 665 fluid ounces. Oops, 64. This is supposed to be 76. I added wrong. So, but I apologize. I was off slightly. All right. Number 6. In a triangle ABC, the measures of angle ACB is 14.5, and the measure of angle ABC is 103.5. What is the measure of the missing angle? So we know that all 3 angles of a triangle adds up to 180 degrees. So this is x. So you're going to do x plus 14.5 plus 103.5 equals 180 degrees. So I'm going to add these two together. Whoops, I don't know why I said equals. Plus 118. Forgot to carry my 1. Is equal to 180. And then what you're going to do is you're going to do 180 minus 18. Excuse me, 118. And you get x equals 62 degrees. And you're going to come over here and bubble that in. So you put 62 right here because that means decimal. And all you're going to do is put a 6. You bubble in the 6, and you're going to bubble in the 2. You don't need to do anything else because it's a positive. So you don't need to do positive. You don't need to do any of the zeros. All right, number 7. The parallelogram below is made by joining 2 identical trapezoids. Write the formula. So the formula for a parallelogram is a is equal to base times height. But it says write the formula that can be used to model the area of one of these trapezoids. Well, since there's 2 trapezoids in here, we're going to divide this by 2. So now I'm going to plug in my numbers. So we're going to do A is equal to 15, which is the base, and the height is 5, and then we'll divide that by 2. And that'll be your answer. Number 8, which set of side lengths will not form a triangle? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do our little theorem. So we're going to take each of these lengths and add it up and compare it to the third length. So we're going to do 5 plus 6, which is 11. 11 has to be greater than 13. That's not true. So then we're going to do 2.3 plus 7.7, which is exactly 10, but it has to be greater than 10. So that's not it either. So then we're going to do 6 plus 11, which is 17, and 17 is greater than 11, so that's good so far. So we're going to do 11 plus 11, which is 22, which is greater than 6, which is the other length. And then we're going to do 11 plus 6, which is same, so that is the answer. All right, number 9. Triangle DEF is shown below. Based on the information given, or the angles from least to greatest. Okay, so this is the greatest length, so E will be the greatest. So E will be first. This is the next greatest. So then the F, and then D will be last. All right, number 10. Miss Tony bought one case of sodas that weighed 3.5 pounds and another case of sodas that weighed 2 pounds and 5 ounces. What is the combined weight of 2 cases of soda? Okay, so 5 ounces does not mean that's half of a pound, because 16 ounces is a whole pound. So that's 5 sixteenths. Okay, that's 5 out of 16 whole. So what we're going to do is we're going to divide 16 into 5 to find the decimal form of that. And it comes out to 0.3125. So this is 2.3125. So we're going to add that together. Oops. Make sure you line up your decimals. And you get 5.8125. And again, on your test tomorrow will be much nicer numbers. Number 11. Which measurements is not equivalent to 7 quarts? Okay. So, again, this is on your star chart. So we're going to try to figure out how many 28 cups is in quarts. So 1 cup is 2 pints, and 1 pint's 2 cups. So 1 quart is 4 cups. So 1 quart is 4 cups. So that means 7 quarts is 28 cups, because you would do 7, and 4 times 7 is 28. So that's not the answer. All right, next one's pints. 1 pint is 2 cups. Oh, excuse me. 1 quart is 2 pints. Okay, so then if you have 7 quarts, that's 14 pints. So that's not the answer. Okay. And then finally, 1.5 gallons. So we're trying to change it to quarts. So if 1 gallon is 4 quarts, so 1 gallon is 4 quarts. And you're trying to figure out if that equals 7 quarts. So what you're going to do is you're going to multiply 1.5 times 4. And that's 6 gallons. So this is the answer. All right, and that is your review for Unit 9. Thank you.